Rise and shine, levez-vous et brillez, sabah al-noor. How amazing it is to be alive again today. I am extremely grateful to be again here, a new week, and to connect with you on a new solo episode of the ASOM experience. Tell me, let's start with asking a question. Since we are getting into the winter season, it's getting much colder outside. Could you take a moment to look within you and ask yourself this question? How is your inner weather forecast today? How are you feeling? Are you feeling sunny? Are you feeling cloudy, rainy, or thunderstorm? And the main reason that I'm asking you this question is that we are also very much influenced by what's happening on the outside. Just felt like really taking this moment to ask you this because I'm at this time of my life, I'm really feeling extremely sunny. And when I say that, it's not just on the outside, it's mostly on the inside. It's mostly a manifestation of what I've been living recently. And it was way less sunny, much more cloudy and windy and rainy. And today I have that feeling of creating much more light and sun within me. And this is basically also why I'm showing up in this podcast, is to share with you this light, is to share with you my feelings. Whether it could be less sunny, I'm also gonna show up and share with you authentically the way I'm feeling. So just take a moment to really assess how you are feeling today. And why am I asking this? Also, because I'm here to thank you all individually, one by one, those who are showing up every single week, listening to the podcast, sending, messages, leaving comments, liking. Your interaction is extremely valuable to all of us. And first of all, it's to you because you are taking the time out to really, open up, to really work on yourself, to really do the work and get information and insight and perspective that will help you also to enhance maybe your days. So thank you again for being here. I'm extremely grateful, and I felt like sharing with you since I got the Wrapped for Podcasters by Spotify. They've made a 2021 wrap up, and I'm just quickly gonna share with you some of the insights because they did this amazing animation as well. I think I'm gonna share as well the link maybe. So starting with first of all, the podcast was launched in July 2021, where the first episode came out, and it was I Have a Message. And I was clearly, sharing with you what was my message, what was my motive behind the ASOM experience. And, bit by bit, I noticed that people were listening and you were connecting from different places, such as France, UK, the Netherlands, Colombia, and mostly the US. So if you're there right now, thank you again for being part of this experience. Also, um, let me check some of the other insights and moments. Wow. Okay, that shows the number of constant listeners from all over. The 50% of listeners connect between 5 p.m. and 11 p.m. And this is an indication of how much, we need to end our days on a good note and to really, disconnect maybe from our responsibilities or from our, main tasks, but just really to take a time for ourselves. This is a time you take for yourself. Whatever podcast you're listening to, whatever self help or interesting topics that could be there, that's for you. And I'm just looking as well, and it says that we have been airing for 622 minutes on the last 15 episodes. We are today at episode 21, so that's really interesting. And Once again, thank you for all the listeners from over 14 countries with over 21 episodes. So I'm extremely happy to be here and to be doing this again. We are in December 2021, and I'm also looking forward to 2022 with more and more topics, amazing guests that are going to be showing up. So today's topic is, what are you wishing for? So this question is really something that we've all been asking ourselves. I mean, some of us maybe less, but this is, I feel, the time where we're at a countdown, and we're wrapping up 2021, we're looking forward to 2022. What are we really wishing for? What do we really want? And I start with myself, and I'm also looking at, you know um, what can be done better. How can I give more? Those are the main questions that come to my mind. And by asking myself those, um, first of all, looking at what I have been doing so far. So let's go step by step, first of all, and see what is the first step to wishing for something, or asking for something to happen in your life. And that could be next year, that could be next month, that could be any time in the future. So the first step is to really start within you, and to see what can really change within you. What can you really do within you that is going to actually um, have that effect on the outside, on the way you're living, on the interactions you're having, the relationships, your career, your projects, your health, your, any area of your life will be immediately and directly impacted by the way you are changing yourself internally. So the first step is really to look within you and to see what can be changed. Write it down, take a moment, write down your as is. Your as is your current situation. And then what you will need to do is to start thinking of your to be. So what are basically your your desires, your goals? What is, how would you imagine yourself tomorrow, or in a month, or in a year? I know this is a very tough question, basically, also with all the uncertainty that we're living, but it is extremely necessary for you to have it clear, so that you will be able to wish for or to manifest that in your life. So, number one, have the awareness of what is right now. And number two is really be clear on your desires and your goals. Then, how are you gonna go from point A to point B? How are you gonna move from your as is to your to be? Do you know? Do you have the tools? Do you have the knowledge? Do you have the experience? Have you been there? Do you know someone who has already been there? So, those are ways to get you there. And then, do you have an actual plan with dates, with actions, with tasks, whether those are, small tasks or bigger tasks? Just really have those written down, and you need an actual follow up on these, a regular one. And then basically, once you have these clear tasks that are written out, that are also realistic, that are smart and doable, then you can basically get yourself from point A to point B. So let's start today by just really feeling into, what are you really wishing for? Can you really feel that within you? Is it coming from a place of um, positive, or is it something that is basically impacted by negative circumstances? So it's really important to also all be very aware of your feelings towards your wishes, because it starts with a wish and then it becomes a reality. So you know what we say, be careful for what you wish for, because this is going to happen to you in the future. And one more thing, once while you're looking at your current situation right now, just remember the last time you were wishing for your current situation. Remember that, you have done all that you could to be exactly where you are right now. Of course, you've had surprises. Of course, you've had unexpected situations. All of those were there to bring you a lesson, to make you stronger, and to get you here. So, once again, today the goal is to really ask yourself, what are you wishing? For me, I'm going to share what I'm wishing for. My wishes for, the future, whether it's the short future or the longer future, is really to be able to contribute and to be able to give back more, to be able to help others in a way, to make a difference. This is part of my cause. This is part of my reason. So some of us definitely, to a certain extent, share similar wishes and goals and perspectives. Um, it's really about you. It's really about what is the person you are becoming. Who is that person? And what is it gonna take for you to get there? So I hope this was full of, insights, maybe a lot of questions that probably, are creating a cloud right now in your head. I hope it feels a little bit more sunny within you. But just, yeah, take the time to really ask yourself, you know, don't wait until things happen and then you'd be wondering like, why did they happen? Instead of that, be more in control of your life, of your vehicle. You are the driver. I mean, I don't know what's on the road. You might definitely have potholes or other cars or people crossing by, but then you are driving. So make sure you have a clear view of where you're heading to. And this is really how I wish to kind of, get closer to the end of this year and share with you, because you've been very generous with your time and coming here and showing up again. I'm going to wish you an amazing day or an amazing night wherever you are in the world. Thank you again for showing up. Please share, like, leave a comment, send me a message in private. Let me know what you like better. Is it solo episodes or is it interviews? Let me know. Send feedback. This is how we learn. This is how we grow together. So, once again, sending you much love and wish you an amazing time and see you next week.